Hello everyone and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where today I'm back here at the Alton Towers Resort, where there's only 2 days to go until my favourite event of the year, Alton Towers Fireworks. It really is a true spectacle each and every year, and it's so much more than just a fireworks show. It really is a full-on spectacular with lights, lasers, special effects, live music and so much more. And of course the show is fully synchronised to audio as well. What makes it even more exciting this year is the fact that it's all going to be based around the Phalanx and the Nemesis backstory. So we can't wait for it. We're going to be here all 3 nights. I'm sure we're going to see loads of you around as well. As if you're here, of course, say hello. You can have a picture if you'd like to as well. It's always the big finale to the UK season here at Alton Towers with the fireworks. And in this video, I'm going to head into the park and have a look at all of the setup. Now, a few weeks ago, a lot of the trusses and scaffolding structures went onto place on the lawns. But then, of course, it was Scarefest, so nothing else was really happening what we could see on the lawns. But then of course Scarefest ended on Sunday. Fireworks starts in 2 days this Friday, and we're running Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's full steam ahead now this week to get everything set up, everything tested and ready for the first show on Friday night. Let's go and head inside the park. Starting off here then on Tower Street, where you can just see all the marks on the floor from where the Scarefest decor was. All the hay bales, pumpkins and other bits of theming were out just a few days ago. It's all been packed down. It's always a busy time of the year for the Alton Towers Entertainments team, and they do a great job during the transition from Scarefest into fireworks. Here's the frogs. Yeah, they're not witches anymore, but maybe we'll see them Phalanx outfits that they had earlier in the year come back for fireworks. Possibly so. I mean, it would fit with the theme, because the show is going to be the Phalanx Expo, and I can't wait to see exactly what they've got planned for this. A fully themed show, and already I can see some Phalanx Expo posters down here on the truss at the bottom of Tower Street. So yeah, what I'm going to do is have a good look down here on the front lawns first. Obviously it's going to be blocked off to actually walk onto the lawns at the moment, but we can see everything we need to see from further back, and then also have a full walk around the lake and see what other setup we can see up towards the towers and on the other side as well. I'm a bit of a techie geek. I love all lighting and smoke machines, lasers, all that kind of stuff. I absolutely love it, so it always excites me doing this video each year and seeing what we've got setup wise for fireworks. Wow, look at this, a huge transformation of the lawns over the past few days has turned it into the fireworks arena. As you can see, there's so many different trusses, there's speakers, there's lighting, and I'm loving the signs just up here as well that say Phalanx Expo 2024, and that's what makes this so exciting, the fact we've got a full storyline and theme all based around the Phalanx. But yeah, when we look at the setup here, there's so much to see, so have a bit of a pan across and break it all down for you. So obviously you've got these trusses just here at the top with the banners on all the way across. They've got some smaller lights up there and a seagull. I don't think he'll be there on Friday night when the fireworks are going off, do you? And then you've also got 4 screens for this year as well. So you've got 2 over on the right hand side, 2 there on the left. Obviously these ones are closer for if you're watching it further back. And then you've got the 2 larger screens down there at the front on the truss as well. And then yeah, we look at the truss individually. I'll give you a bit of a zoom in down there towards that. You can see the screen, you've got the speakers that are attached on there, and then you've also got the smaller speaker towers which are closer towards us here too. All the scaffolding, looks like loads of lights on there. There's a mix between moving heads, spotlights. You've also got like some crowd blinders on there, possibly some flame machines on there on the side. It's hard to tell from this far back, but they look like they could be flame machines, and of course lasers that we can see down there as well. So yeah, that's repeated over on the left hand side with the truss just there too, and you can see they're up there now getting everything wired in and programmed. There'll be lots of testing taking place over the next few days, ready for the first show, which is on Friday. And yeah, excited to be here all 3 nights, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just to get the best atmosphere for it all, because that's the thing, the best event in the year for me. I do love fireworks, just the overall feel of it is awesome. Now you can also see down there at the back there's some smaller trusses where you got some moving heads as well, and they're repeated over on the right hand side where we can see the stage area just down there. So yeah, what's really interesting with the stage is obviously that's been in place all year, but for fireworks they normally just raise it up with a few blocks so you can see the performers from further back, but no, they've actually extended it out with a platform, like a podium you can see just there, which comes out more off to the side, which looks really interesting. There's some smaller trusses down there with some moving lights on as well. Lots going on, lots to kind of dissect here and see. The setup looks huge as always for this, and that's the thing, each year the setup changes, which I really like. Then of course down in the middle you got this large platform, possibly could be a stage. I mean, we've not seen like performers in the show for quite a few years, other than obviously the pre-show off to the side, where they have like a singing and dance show before it starts and a DJ. Could we be seeing actual actors and performers in the show again this year? Possibly so. But yeah, you've got like a podium there by the looks of it, and also you got lots of lights on there and some spotlights shining towards us here. And then you've got the trusses all the way across, which looks like they're either lasers or flame machines, the black boxes just on there too. I love just looking in detail at all the setup and seeing what's happening. Obviously all the floor is in place as well, which is good. Up until a couple of years ago, you used to be standing on the boggy grass, whereas now they put all the flooring in, which is fantastic. Off to the side, they've kept the food units just there over on the right, and then they've got a noodle bar, which has arrived there on the left-hand side, that you can see just down there too. So there's a lot going on. I've also just noticed, turning back round this way, that they've actually got a massive spotlight on the roof of Corner Coffee. You see it just there spinning round over on the right hand side. That is huge. Like, that's almost the size of one of the windows. So yeah, that's spinning around up there. Can't see one over on this side, so that makes me think, is that to light up something big, you know, what's going to be coming in as part of the show. Got the standard like fire exit sign that's gone up there on the top, just with how busy it's going to be. But yeah, let's get a bit closer. Oh, come down off the rocks just here. Have a look what's going on. Yeah, we'll have a little look off to the right hand side first. I think it's only open down to Spinball here at the moment. You can't get to X sector this way because obviously it's blocked whilst they're setting up. But yeah, there's lots of like smaller trusses you can see, which have got moving heads on top. That's the techie booth you can see over the back, and also the accessibility viewing platform is off to the left hand side as well. Yeah, loads of like smaller trusses with lights on. You can see them just here too, in front of the food booths. Wow, what a setup. There we go, another look at the trusses from over on this side. Loads of tech on there. In the back of the stage just here too. Always look forward to seeing like the pre-show entertainment. Looks like there's a lot of lighting spread around this year. But that's the thing, there's different setup every year, which is awesome. So yeah, they've actually got a staff member just up there on the pathway, just advising that it's only access to Spinball this way at the moment, because obviously they're using this pathway just to bring everything in for the fireworks. Yeah, so we'll have a look here, see if we can see anything else. Access to X sector is around the lake. I'm going to walk around there shortly and see what we can see. Yeah, not a lot down here, just a couple of tower lights. Just bringing in the last few things really. Big fence up over on the left hand side just to keep people out of the restricted area during fireworks. But yeah, nothing else of note down on this side. Something that I always love about fireworks is just how many different companies come together to put this display on. Obviously you've got Jubilee Fireworks that Alton Towers have worked with for many years now, that do all the pyrotechnics and the actual fireworks for the show. Then you've got various different tech companies that all come in with sound and lighting and special effects, on top of all the food and security and just everything. Like, it's a massive operation to put on a display like this across 3 nights, and so excited for Friday. Let us know in the video comments if you're going to be coming this year. And back here now at the bottom of Tower Street, just another angle looking down at the stage, zooming quite a bit there for you. You can see all the trusses, you've got that circular truss down there at the back. Looks like more lighting than ever before down there on the stage, which is great. I loved that addition to fireworks a few years ago when they brought the stage in and had that pre-show. Just makes it more of an evening, doesn't it? Instead of it just being the display, you know, you've got that full kind of build-up with the pre-show, and I like that a lot. Another look at the big trusses over on the side, got the boom genie lift up there at the moment, just working on the lighting on the screen. And yeah, it looks like there's quite a lot of lighting going on top of these podiums as well, above the screens. Same over on that side. Looked like they were putting in some like LED strip lights just up on there. There we go. Hey, hello. He's giving us a wave. Love it. I bet they love it as well, because they know exactly what they're doing up there, you know, and we're all just around speculating, seeing what's happening. But that's all part of the fun of fireworks, you know, just having a good look at the setup. This is all back of house area. This will be remaining closed off. Got all these like little buildings down here. It feels like there's more like containers down here than normal. It says production office on the side. Obviously that's the back of like the techie booth just up there. Yeah, production office on the side. Obviously all this is blocked off all the way down here on the right hand side. This is where we got our first idea of the theme, you know, obviously these little props that they put out that are actually still there just behind the fence now. Surprised they didn't move them. You see them just there. Hey, with Phalanx Expo on. Just about make them out through the fence, blurring out a little bit. So yeah, we're going to have a walk around the lake now and see what setup we can see over towards the back. And obviously Jubilee will be here now, starting to set up all the launches for the fireworks. Hey, you've got the number 6 bus to Oxford Circus just there. Yeah, London bus, food outlet, and there's a few other food outlets over on this side too. And there's a side look at the huge trusses. You can see the workers up there getting everything ready. All the lighting and effects. Yeah, they look like flame machines to me on the side. It's always hard to tell, like the black boxes are either flame machines or lasers usually. And another angle from this side of the lake. Gives you an idea on the size of those though, doesn't it? They are absolutely massive. All the tech on there. Hopefully we're going to get some good weather for the weekend. The forecast is looking good, not too cold. It's supposed to be dry, but hopefully we get a little bit of wind, because you want that really with a firework display, just to blow away like all the smoke, as you end up like, you know, where literally the whole sky is just blocked and you can't see much. So just on the pathway now between Mutiny Bay and the towers. All this is fenced off. It has been now for a few days, mainly because this is one of the launch areas just on the other side of the dam just here. And yeah, it is a dam, not a bridge, fun fact for you. Yeah, holding back the water. But yeah, that is where the launch some of the fireworks, especially like for the finale. You see them launching across just here on the other side. Yeah, let's have a little look at what setup we can see. You normally get quite a good view past here on the right hand side. Oh, this is interesting. It's blocked over to the left there. Oh, is that another tower? Let's have a look. Don't normally have any set up there. Blimey, look at this. We never normally have any fireworks set up over here on the edge of the gardens. Obviously this is really far back as well from where we're going to be viewing it on the other side of the lake. But you've got the platform up there on the top, looks like some pyro up there. And you've got 4 big lights going across. And you've got the 4 moving heads just down there at the bottom, and a couple of smaller lights as well. Blimey, massive spotlights just there. Really interesting how this is off to the left, literally by the gardens. I mean, us, the audience, are going to be right over the underside of the water, so there's got to be a reason why this is set up here. I've got a feeling it's going to be an absolutely awesome display. I mean, it is every year, you know, but this could be one of the best ones we're seeing here. There's a lot of setup. Flight cases down there to the side, obviously for all them lights. Blimey. Yeah, literally on the side of the gardens. Oh, as a huge tech geek, I just love all this kind of stuff. I could literally stand here all day, like watching them set it up and test things. Looks awesome. So you got like all the big moving spotlights across the water just there. I've been doing that for many years, and it always creates a good effect from the other side of the lake. And you got the lights just there in the middle as well, all the way across. This is the other side of the dam just here now. Yeah, as expected, you've got like all the pyro launchers down there on the side, and that's all ready to go, set up by Jubilee. And look at this. Wow, loads of tech in there. Plug sockets and obviously all the wiring for a lot of the lighting by the looks of it. Yeah, it's actually got a satellite up there on the top. I reckon that's so they can get it over to the main control booth on that side, like all remotely. What an interesting setup. I wasn't expecting to see this today though. There we go, a tree's coming down. There we go, look at that. It's quite sad, isn't it, to see a tree coming out? There you go, obviously it must be in the way of where they're going to be launching some of the pyro. Normally it's not an issue, but yeah, this tree has all been chopped down. Yeah, that's quite sad to see that go, isn't it? From here in the middle. Yeah, always sad, isn't it, when you see a tree getting chopped down? Yeah, especially one like here at Alton Towers in the beautiful grounds, but there's got to be a reason why that's coming out. Maybe it was damaged anyway, you know, and it needed to come down, and they've waited until setting up for fireworks now. But yeah, obviously they launched the fireworks all the way across here. You can see like all the setup from Jubilee just down here, all these for like the launchers and the mechanisms. Obviously they've still got all the wiring and things to do for that, but they have got a couple of days. But yeah, look at that, trees come down. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see that. We don't normally see a tree removal for fireworks, and obviously that's not coming back. I'm sure they'll plant another one there after though. Well, that's what they normally do. When one fell down in a storm a couple of years ago down by Goal Striker, they just replaced it with the new one. But it's going to take some time to grow again, isn't it? All this setup down here. Wow, there is a lot going on. And there's another look at the tree that, yeah, is mostly gone. I wonder if they're going to take the whole thing down, or if they've just kind of chopped it fully back there. I mean, I doubt they'll leave it like that. I mean, it doesn't look the best, does it? yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. I was just chatting with a couple of fans of the channel. They said when they came into the park this morning, that was fully standing, you know, and then obviously now it's mostly gone, other than the main trunk in the middle. Yeah, you can see it down here, all being chopped up. Setting up pyro there as well. That's the thing, even though there's 2 days to go until these are going to be launching, literally the pyro is being set up just down there. Really fascinating. I always love seeing this setup. Just out in front of the towers, can't see anything of note down here. I mean, quite a few years ago, they put all lighting shining up into these trees, but that was back in the day before they started to put a lot more lighting on the other side of the lawn, you know. So as much as it looked really good that year they did it, I think it could have been 2010 actually, for the big 30th anniversary firework display. It looked really good, but obviously in general I think it's better putting the lighting a lot closer to the crowd on the other side. We will have a little look up the top there though, because you've got the green fence blocking off one of the launch areas. So on this side of the lawn you've got loads of pyro being installed at the moment, all being covered over with these bags that you can see here, putting the tarp over. Just noticed that Steve Foster Cranes has arrived. Steve Foster has been brought in by Alton Towers for many years to build a lot of the rides here. Whenever they need a crane, they're always calling up Steve Foster. They're quite local as well, only from Doveridge. But yeah, there's a look. That's the crane that's just gone in on the right hand side down there. Yeah, all that lighting continues across the lawn, and the tree coming down over there too. Right, let's have a little loop up by the towers now. Obviously this pathway is fully closed at the moment. Nice quiet day though today. Everything's on 5 minutes pretty much. There was a few school trips there when I got here, but other than that, pretty quiet day. Perfect for getting your rides in. Yeah, obviously that's just blocked whilst they're setting up. Let's just, yeah, go and have a look up by the towers. I have noticed there's another one of them satellite dishes on the side. Lovely and quiet. I always like this time after Scarefest. And just on the pathway now from X Sector in front of the towers here. And yeah, it's all blocked off because this is one of the launch sites just here in front of the towers. A lot of the bigger fireworks that you see in the display are launched from here, and then also a launch site is behind the towers as well, and Her Ladyship's Gardens, that's all blocked off, and that'll be all being set up ready for the display as well. Then yeah, in terms of other launch sites, they're positioned all around this back part of the park, hence why it closes a few hours before the display starts, so they can bring things out. In fact, some of them actually come on trucks that they park in certain positions all around the back part of the park. So there's a cable running up there, and yeah, that satellite dish is on the corner. You can't see it now I'm closer, but I did see it from the other side. Any more lighting down here, or no, just all the usual lighting still in place down here that we saw during Scarefest, and still got that smoke tube just down there too. There we go. Fireworks 2024 is almost a go. Oh, here we go. Looks like some changes going on over here now. They were in the final position. Looks like they're being winched up onto the top just there. Higher up. That makes more sense than having them lower. Yeah, all that lighting's going higher up. Oh, I love it. I could spend all day here, I could, just looking at the setup. I tell you what, this setup is looking huge this year. It's always big and it's always spectacular every year, but I feel like the 2024 display is really going to be one that's going to go down in the history books. There is a lot of setup here, and yeah, that definitely looks like a stage down there to me. I mean, it's hard to really get a good angle on it, but you can see like LED strips on the steps, obviously like the lighting up for maybe performers to go up onto there. You can see a lot of flight cases with all lighting in down there on the front. You can see where they're going to be launching some pyro closer to the crowd as well. There is a lot of setup going on. I am so excited for Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and that's the thing for me. I would never miss a night of the Alton Towers fireworks. I'll be here each and every night, every single year, like I have been for many, many years. It really is the highlight in the Alton Towers calendar, and it's one of my favourite ever events I've ever seen at a theme park. I feel like fireworks at Alton Towers is just top tier, so I can't wait for it on Friday night. Obviously now, tonight and tomorrow night, there's going to be a lot of testing and things going on. Sometimes from our house, with us living quite close, you can see like the big big spotlights up in the sky, and I know that when the display is on, I've got like family and things that only come 1 or 2 nights, and on the other night they can just hear it from in the living rooms. It's that loud with the fireworks. Can't wait for it, and lots of surprising things going on, especially with the truss over by the gardens, taking out that tree just there as well. That was surprising. The little podiums, you've got the extended like catwalk coming out from the stage. Looks like loads of lasers, hopefully some flame machines are spotted there as well. I think it's going to be an amazing show, and the fact it's all going to be based on the Phalanx and Nemesis makes me more excited than ever before for the fireworks. Of course, we'll have a full show video coming up and a vlog and review from the show as well. But thanks for joining me here on Theme Park Worldwide. Up next, of course, Planet Coaster. It is release day today. There's so many people asking when's Planet Coaster content coming, and the answer is tomorrow. There's going to be a brand new series on the way, so stay tuned for that here on Theme Park Worldwide. And this weekend is all about the fireworks and the final weekend of the season here at Alton Towers. But that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you all in the next video.